Hi, this is Rooney207. Welcome back. For this episode, we'll talk about League of Kingdoms, their most recent update following for the changes for the Dragos. Essentially, we'll need the Dragos to mint other Dragos to breed them, or you can rent them out, and also it enables a player to mint 100 million resources, the tokens for 100 million. Makes it a lot easier to sell and also a lot easier for players to be able to manage and port them into their in-game resource compared to the previous 10 million batches or token increments. And this change will be effective for today, April 6th. And here are the list of changes, except for the rental piece. The rental will be in effect around April 17th. And for the first one, they're going to have it defined for one Drago point. It's going to have one normal Drago in the layer. So it's from an AP perspective, the action point piece. And if you have two, you get two's better than one, essentially. The Drago AP will be consumed at the start of the mining for the DSA token, which is significantly better. Prior to that was whoever sends the march, and then you waste the action point and things like that, and it's not very effective. And also, they're going to enable a tab where you can see on the bottom here you can exchange the DST and DSA. I hope it goes. It looks like it's going to just go one way from the DST to the DSA because you'll need. Prior to that, you did not need both of them to be able to breed new Dragos, but I think the change here, you'll need both of them. The Chimeric Fusion will now consume the DSA as well as the DST. So for creating the new breed of Dragos. DSA will not appear on the daily quest final reward list if you don't have a Drago in your layer at the time of the snapshot. And I think this is important because prior to this, players that do not have the Drago, some of them were anticipating getting a free 1,000 the DSA on a daily basis for completing your daily quests. And so at least they clarified this, and it'll incentivize others to get the Drago. Pressing the mint button on the NFT for the resource tab will send you to the Drago layer, and also the Drago will be in Polygon, and it'll show up as part of your profile pic menu. So that's helpful. And hopefully they'll move more and more things away from the Ethereum mainnet towards the Polygon gaming network. And I think hopefully it'll make more sense. The and I haven't looked at the. I don't know if League of Kingdoms have a specific marketplace, but I go to two places within the Polygon network. I tend to not really trade for open seas for League of Kingdoms because I think the other ones are a lot easier, like Tofu, things like that. And the let's see. Currently, I think in general for the Drago, it's new, so people will FOMO into it. The price is, I think it's overpriced currently as the demand is higher than the supply. So I think that's really what it comes down to. So from my perspective, I currently do not have any Drago. So I think players who were fortunate enough or had the foresight to buy the Dragos back then, they're benefiting now. So they're able to mint 100 million resource token. They're able to collect the DSA, mine it, things like that, put their Dragos in layers, and contribute to their continent from that regard. So I hope to see over the next couple months the price of the Dragos as the supply increases. Hopefully it'll linear and come down, and I think I'll probably buy a couple. Then hopefully we'll just see where the price ends up, and we'll go from there. I think it does have a lot of good use case and good potential for recurring revenue, and I think even free to play players can come up with ways to acquire Dragos. You can win the locus through continent versus continent and things of that with that regard. So we'll kind of see, and I think this is a good opportunity, a good area. There's also a lot of areas for potential, I guess, exploits, so to speak. Like you can rotate your Dragos from one account to other as long as you share the same wallet. So there's definitely the inherent weakness or exploit from that perspective. And I think we'll just kind of keep an eye on it. This is it for this video. Thank you so much.